courant est trop fort.
Comment on va faire pour passer?
On doit arrêter la roue.
Et comment on va l'arrêter?
Amicia, on va trouver un moyen.
So overall, this really isn't the most difficult thing to figure out. So we're gonna need Hugo.
Mais c'est pas suffisant. Il doit y avoir autre chose. Vas-y, Hugo.
Oui.
Help out clear over there. And this will completely stop the wheel. That'll allow Melly to get over to this side.
Allez, y a plus qu'à traverser. Mélie, tu peux t'en charger? Bon, on va voir si ça tient. C'est pas aujourd'hui que je prendrai un bain.
Not today. I'm not sure what would happen if you actually failed this, but I'm sure it's probably pretty anticlimactic. So now that that's in place, we can let go, and Amicia can run to the other side here, and then we can grab Hugo. So overall...
Amicia, tu pars pas sans moi, hein?
J'arrive, Hugo. Je cherche simplement le moyen de te faire passer. J'ai déjà entendu Arthur dire ça. Arrête.
Viens.
Attaboy.
Et voilà. Tu vois, c'était pas dur.
On a battu le moulin.
Si jamais l'Inquisition arrive jusqu'ici, ce truc-là les ralentira, à coup sûr.
Absolutely. Hopefully we did not miss anything over there, but I don't think we did, because moving up ahead, there is another workbench. So, yeah, let's go ahead and make sure our affairs are placed in order, and they're nice enough to leave yet more tools here for us, so thank goodness we have that, and we can't really get anything. So I'm still gonna try to hold out for this, if at all possible. By the time we find 6 more fabrics, I'm sure we can scrounge up some more leather there. But otherwise, the rest of this stuff can wait. And 15 cords for this, man. That would have been nice to have been able to drop off a while back. But before we leave, this is actually really, really easy to miss. And it took me a while to find. But there's a horseshoe on the other side of this. And if you're just sort of going through for the first time, you might not think to just look up and see it there. But in order to get over there, we're gonna need to bust open this lock and make our way in there somehow.
Merci.
So let's go back around and give ourselves a bit of a hoist.
Viens, Mélie, on va essayer de monter. Ouais.
Et moi?
On revient vite. Promis.
D'accord.
Ouais. Il reste pas grand-chose non plus.
Alors, quoi?
Un fer à cheval. Waouh, on est riche. Même si on n'est pas riche, un peu de veine nous ferait pas de mal. Si la chance se trouvait sous les sabots des chevaux, Marie Ferrand dirigerait le monde.
Yeah, so the horseshoe happened to be lucky curiosity number 13, so kind of fortuitous that we happened to find it then and there, but I think we're set. Let's get the heck out of here.
Va passer par là. Allez. T'essayes de m'impressionner ou quoi? Hein? Non. Bon allez, venez.
C'est joli ici. Ça sent la terre. L'aqueduc. Lucas est là-bas?
J'espère. Il va pas avoir fière allure, votre château. Pourquoi? Il y avait un village ici. Il a été rasé en une nuit, il y a bien longtemps. On dit que le coin est maudit depuis.
Amicia?
Elle plaisante, Hugo. Bien sûr que je plaisante. Depuis quand je dis des trucs vrais?
Man. So this village has been reduced to rubble, and unfortunately...
Des gens habitaient ici?
Oui, mais ils sont partis.
Où ça?
Ailleurs.
Un peu comme nous?
Oui, un peu comme nous.
There's not really much here for us, but it's very imperative that we head into this house in particular because we have another flower for Hugo's herbarium.
Tu sais ce que c'est?
Une aubépine, je crois. Personne l'aime à cause des épines, mais elle est bonne pour le cœur.
Tu en sais des choses.
Maman m'a appris.
Alors, tu m'apprendras?
Et toi, tu m'apprendras à utiliser une fronde?
Marché conclu.
That's cute. You have to remember, these two have never really interacted before. Hugo's been sick basically since birth, and it's kind of nice seeing their relationship develop over the course of the game, even though he is extremely young and as a result,
Juste un détour.
kind of annoying in some senses, but we'll get into that a little bit later. That's just an aspect of being a child, I suppose, something I have not experienced in years, so let's get the heck out of here. I'm half expecting there to still be something around here because there was the cord and a chest. But as it would just so happen to be, hey, I will gladly take that. Please and thank you. I didn't realize we were so low on alcohol. This is going ahead and wasting it left and right, willy-nilly. Okay. And then potentially nothing else over here. Right? As I would expect. But this is where Arthur and Melly have set up their base camp. And so once you're done exploring, proceed forward for another scene.
Amicia.
Hugo, qu'est-ce que tu fais? Viens. Hugo. Hugo, regarde-moi. Ça recommence? C'est ta tête, c'est ça?
Ça fait comme une chose qui grossit dedans. Mes jambes, elles tremblent.
Me dis pas qu'il a été mordu.
C'est pas la morsure, c'est quelque chose dans son sang depuis qu'il est petit. Je vais le porter. Grimpe sur mon dos si tu peux. Allez.
Pardon.
Ne t'inquiète pas.
Si c'est dans son sang. Toi, t'as rien?
Non. Mais Lucas essaie de freiner son mal. C'est aussi pour ça qu'on va au château.
Amicia. J'ai peur
De quoi, Hugo?
de ce qu'il y a dans ma tête.
T'en fais pas. Ça arrive aussi aux grands, ça. On y est. Tu vas te reposer.
Enfin.
Aide-moi à soulever ça.
J'arrive. Hugo, descends s'il te plaît.
Ah, c'est ça ta maison?
C'est une planque, bonhomme. C'est fait pour se planquer, pas pour recevoir des gens de la haute. Touche pas! C'est à mon frère. Ça vaut cher, très cher.
Ça fait longtemps que vous vivez comme ça?
Comme des gibiers de potence, tu veux dire? C'est comme ça chez nous. Notre père, il nous battait tout le temps. Et puis un jour, c'était la fois de trop, alors on a détalé. Mais toi, t'es noble, tu connais pas tout ça?
Noble?
Amicia,
Ça veut dire quoi, ça?
j'ai froid.
Noble? Regarde-nous bien. On n'a plus rien, Mélie.
Tu te fous de moi? Qui c'est qui va nous payer, alors?
Mais de quoi est-ce que tu parles?
Ton copain, Lucas. Il a dit que vous étiez riche.
Mais
C'est bon, oublie ça. Bon, prenez la paillasse d'Arthur. Quand il reviendra, on aura une petite discussion.
Alors, tu vois quelque chose? Non, c'était rien.
Hé, les gars! Par ici! Venez m'aider!
Okay, that is not
où
good.
ça va?
Ça va dehors.
Oui, mais dehors où?
Fais-moi confiance.
Et ton frère?
Il aurait déjà dû être là.
Désolée.
L'enterre pas trop vite.
But ladies and gentlemen, as we move forward,
Restez baissés.
Il a un casque.
Oh, Devorantes. Quoi? Devorantes. Salpêtre et alcool. Ça brûle la gueule et ça ronge l'acier. Personne peut garder un casque sur la tête avec ça. Prépare-moi ça.
that's right, we now have access to Devorantes. Easily one of my favorite concoctions in the entire game. We finally have a use for our salpeter, and it forces enemies hit in the head to remove their helmet. So let's go ahead and make a couple of these
Vas-y. Vise le casque.
and let them fly. So just make sure it definitely hits their helmet because you can miss, and give it a second before switching. That way,
Fonce-lui la tête avec une pierre. Allez.
go for the head.
Bien fait pour sa trogne. Ça fait du bruit. Dis donc, t'es pas un peu rabat-joie, toi?
I just wanted to double check back here real fast, but yeah, you cannot curb this enthusiasm because now we have a way to take on the helmet guards. But you still have to be really careful because they can still alert the horde.
Merde, regarde. Il y en a un avec un casque. Tu sais quoi faire. Oui.
Tu sais où sont les pierres aiguisées? Dans une des caisses. Mais c'est un bordel sans nom là-dedans.
So first things first, we can actually take this guy out from afar like that. And this one is just gonna be standing there, sort of waiting for us to do our business. So we'll get a little closer and we'll give him the old drop. Eh.
Efficace. J'aime ça. S'il y en a deux, c'est qu'il y en a d'autres. On doit sortir de là.
Faut retrouver l'aqueduc.
Je sais. Où est le château d'ombrage? Par là. Suivez-moi.
Yeah, we are definitely going to be wanting to do some material scrounging here because our alcohol is really stretched thin in this section and there's going to be a lot of people we're going to need to murder. So, yeah, it's good if we want to get the rest of the collectibles in this chapter. But luckily we can do it pretty easily while remaining in stealth. It's just the end that gets a little sketchy. So, I'm going to go ahead and...
Je le savais. Vous voyez la aire s'éclairer là-bas? C'est par là qu'on sort. Bon, Amicia, tu as la fronde. Tu passes devant. Hugo, tu surveilles la zone. Et pas un bruit. D'accord. Entendu.
Il me cherche encore.
So, a bit of a misdirection there. It's actually easier if you keep Hugo with you, because if he starts freaking out, that is never a good sign for anybody. So what we can do here is go give it a little bit of back and forth. Once this guy on the left turns around, we can get this guy. And then there's a couple of guards without helmets. You just need to stay out of their line of sight because it's surprisingly good in the dark. So he's just gonna wait right there. Toss and switch to the rock and make sure he does not alert everybody. Otherwise, they're all gonna come sprinting towards you. It's not a good time, and usually it's just a game over and you're just gonna have to start over, but do that. Thank you for the booze, by the way. Gotta leave it to the English to, you know, be stocked up on their drinks, their alcohol. But yeah, you definitely want to go over their corpses and hopefully pick stuff up. Now, over here, I don't think there's much, but near the end is where it's going to get a little hairy, so just want to make sure we don't miss out on anything, because it's always a bummer when you don't have any Devorantes on hand when you could really use some. But everyone is just spread out enough to the point where it's not that hard to take them out. That is, unless you get caught on little tree branches like that. So this guy will be next, and as you can imagine, you can actually sling the Devorantes as well, but usually you want the element of surprise on your side. So we're a little far, but we do that. Hopefully nobody is really interested in that. There we go. So the less time they have to figure out what exactly happened to them, the better off you'll be. This guy, does he have a helmet? That looks kind of helmety, doesn't it? Maybe? Well, I could knock him out, maybe. Let me wait until he turns around. That guy usually won't notice, and I think you can usually get away with not taking care of that guy, but it really is up to you, so... yeah, so that definitely is a helmet. Okay. Or is it? Oh, shit. Why did you see that? You didn't see anything, sir. Oh, boy. Did I goof? Okay, well, let me try. If I can't lock onto him with Devorantes, then maybe he doesn't have a helmet. No, he doesn't. That's just like a weird, like, headpiece. All right, that works. Thank you. I love how they fall, man. You wouldn't think a game where your main weapon is a sling would be, like, that enticing, but it truly is. It's satisfying, and it's a good time. I'm just gonna go and take that. Stay out of the light, Amicia, for once. And yeah, he's just gonna be looking at something. We can let him be. This guy does not have anything. There we go. So coming up here, there is actually a bit that is gonna make me a little nervous in doing, because we essentially have to take out 2 guards in a row. And Luckily, we are upgraded in such a way that it's not going to be that bad, but it's still a little scary, so we have this here in case you need it. And, well, obviously we don't. Did that guy have anything for us? Let me double check. 'Cause I thought he was closer to that. No, he's nothing. Man, just being a guard doesn't pay as much these days. No.
Paraît que les gamins ont foutu un sacré bordel chez les Anglais. J'en ai encore les oreilles ici. On a pris le coupable. Le chef voleur qui était il a de la chance. S'il n'avait pas des informations sur le petit, je suis sûr qu'on l'aurait taillé en pièces.
Merde. Ellie, je suis... Non. Plus tard.
Attention, les gamins. J'ai trouvé.
That was not supposed to happen like that. I completely forgot about this guy. He's usually like way off over there. I should not have survived that under any circumstances. I was just dumb. I forgot that other guy actually had a helmet. Otherwise, I would have switched to the Devorantes a little quicker. But that was pretty hairy. I'm not gonna lie. Yikes. Well, the main point of interest there was this.
Une carte de France. Qu'est-ce qu'il mijote?
I wish I knew, but unfortunately, I don't.
Tu dois vraiment être spécial pour qu'il te cherche tous comme ça.
C'est pas ma faute.
Il est humble avec ça.
Man, that was awful. I'm really glad I had some of this, but now we're sitting kind of pretty in our supplies, so I'll go ahead and make one more of those. And I'm not going to bother making any more somnum. I might have mentioned this, but you don't need it for any point in the game. It's just to get past that one guard, honestly. And for the most part, you really can get away with never using it, so I'm not too worried about having one on hand. If it gets to the point where you have to use it, you're better off just using a checkpoint. Same thing with the item we're about to learn how to use coming up here in just a moment. But again, I am going to be greedy as hell because there's one more thing that we can grab over here, but two guards right next to each other. I have a feeling they're gonna see me, and if they do, that's bad news. If I can do this, I might be able to sneak through without doing anything. So in the back, gosh, I thought there was more here. I thought there was like there is. Okay, well, I thought these guys like to talk a little bit, but shit. Can I make that? I might just need to go with the pot. There's a jar over there, so I could easily just do this. I'm gonna get a couple of guards' attention. All right.
Frag out. Entendu un truc? Allons voir. Reste sur tes gardes.
Oh, is this guy not gonna move? He's just gonna chill here? Well, luckily. I'll take those, and I think that's it. I don't really want to risk any more time. Everyone calm down. Everything's gonna be okay. And I'll just go and grab this. I don't think we're gonna need a pot anytime in the near future where we won't grab one again, but just to be on the safe side, because clearly I don't remember this game as well as I thought I did. Which I guess isn't the worst thing in the world, you know? You never want to go into these video projects and series and things and just like have everything absolutely memorized, because that's just not a fun time. And it's a very thin line between, hey, I want to be prepared for this project, but I also don't want to be lost and I don't want to be super, you know, up to snuff on the information.
La R s'est fermée. Il y a toujours une porte plus discrète.
Yes. All right, so to the portcullis we go. Let's get the Devorantes ready.
Ah, ne restons pas là. Allez. Je vous en prie.
Trop aimable, Votre Altesse.
Thanks, Melly. Appreciate it. So, nothing over here, but to my satisfaction, I'm going to be blocked by her pretty egregiously. there is one pressing matter at hand, and that...
Allez, avance.
Qu'est-ce que vous allez me faire?
Attention, c'est Lucas.
Le chariot de ravitaillement arrive bientôt. Ils t'amèneront en ville au bastion de l'Inquisition.
Amicia, le Devorantes, il t'en reste? Oui. Alors vas-y, fais sauter son casque.
Stand back, Luca!
Stop!
Je suis tellement content de vous revoir.
Alright, we'll go and reconvene in just a second, but first...
Oui, j'étais dans une cage et puis on a fait une énorme explosion. Ça a fait boum et on est allé chez Mélie. Elle dit tout le temps plein de gros mots.
Eh, je t'entends.
Et toi, Lucas? Ça va?
Eh, ça vous dit de faire ça en courant? Ou alors on reste là, on sort le vin, les poulardes et on attend de se faire tuer? Vous en pensez quoi?
C'est vrai. Allons-y. Le château doit être tout proche. En route.
Venez, l'aqueduc continue par là.
Whoa, okay.
Ça n'a pas été facile de votre côté, on dirait.
Tu crois? Oh non, t'avais juste oublié de nous parler de l'Inquisition.
Vous n'auriez pas accepté le marché.
Et t'avais pas dit qu'ils étaient riches aussi?
On va s'arranger.
Va dire ça à mon frère.